Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway from Indianapolis. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
Second and 12. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
Second down and 3. In motion left is Davis. Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
They'll try it now with Swift.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback, maybe some screens, maybe hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down. That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. Swift is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Swift again, and he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
2 and now, 3rd and goal. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked and multiple players run through the line to get him.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
They'll run with Swift.
And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Let's go now. Take it all the way. Check smash. Check smash.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson.
So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
The Colts at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it'll be 2nd down. And you look at this Saints defense.
Yeah, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Richardson off the play fake.
Flushed out right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now Richardson, meanwhile, going to get this ball to Taylor.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you kind of hit the jackpot there.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
They'll run here with Taylor. Jonathan Taylor, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Colts go coast to coast and finish the drive for 6 points. Extra point splits the offense, and it makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Lebanon defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
1st down, and they go with Swift again. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach, when I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
From the gun, it's Tua. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sand. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Colts will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, And that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
Now Richardson going to shift things up.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And the Colts are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break.
Touchdown!
Justin Jefferson.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point. And they make the score at 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return.
And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped.
A final shot before the half. Richardson.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We saw this franchise do this back in the 2009 Super Bowl. The Saints will start the second half with an onside kick. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. That they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Richardson. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
The Colts send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Looking to pass. Tua.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Tua. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Here we go on fourth down. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. For it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They get this out quickly to the left side.
And the Saints are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Here's Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On second down, Tua. And he's got it. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They will run it with Swift here. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. DeAndre Swift taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. The Saints recovered it. New Orleans football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Oh, the determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. Again, it's Johnson. Fights off the defender. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back first down pickups.
From the 23, here's second and a couple. Now a give, right side, Swift.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
This is 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Swift.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Tua. That's complete right around the 8.
And the Saints are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
2nd down, goal to go.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Two of their three red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
And they'll run again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. This crowd doing all they can. Here's third and goal. Now Tua signaling to change things up. On third down, here comes Swift.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2. And that's caught at the 2. And he is not going to reach the goal line. A courageous call to try for 2, but they will remain down by a point. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have one timeout. You look at the clock, and let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. The chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On second down, it's Taylor. Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor.
Career touchdown number 136, tying him with Marshall Faulk for 7th on the all-time list.
And the Colts will add to their fourth quarter lead. Here's Richardson.
He's got it. And they will not go quietly as we are back to a 2-score game. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing Tua.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Option right, and Thompson-Robinson keeps it.
Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Now Tua. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't